In this video, you're gonna learn why you keep missing backhands because you keep framing it and you just can't seem to hit it consistently on the sweet spot, which of course causes you to often hit it short or just hit it out. And you're gonna learn the one super simple technique that fixes this, that has helped me out tremendously. And I'm not the only one. Rafael Nadal actually uses this as well. And it's allowed me to hit the ball cleanly on the strings so much more consistently. And the best thing is, this technique is so simple that you can go out on the court literally today and implement it in about a minute, and you'll instantly improve your backhand. I'm sure most of us have been there where we go out on the court and we're just not able to hit it in the sweet spot on the strings where we want. We keep framing it, the ball keeps going short, and then we start getting our backhand targeted and attacked, and it's just a downward spiral. And this causes us to lose confidence and lose matches. And I've personally suffered from having a lot of difficulty with my backhand, it just not feeling right, not being able to connect on the strings cleanly, consistently, having my backhand land short, having it be targeted during a match, and have it be a real weakness. But after implementing this tip on my backhand, I've been able to feel a lot more confident in it, being able to actually direct points and not have it be targeted so much, because I'm now able to get more power, more depth, and more consistency. The problem I was doing that I fixed was that I was taking my racket back on my backhand with my racket head up, with my right arm, since I'm a righty, at a 90-degree angle. And I'm definitely not saying this is incorrect technique. As a matter of fact, Djokovic does this. When he takes his racket back, his right wrist with the racket together is about at a 90-degree angle. So I'm not saying it's wrong at all. It's completely correct. All I'm saying is, for me, this caused me to be very late, and I feel like this technique is a lot more difficult to get the timing right on. I feel like personally, it just makes it unnecessarily more difficult. So here are 2 tips on how to fix this take back to make your backhand way more consistent. And tip number 1 is something Rafael Nadal uses, and I've implemented as well. Instead of taking your racket back and having your right wrist be at a 90-degree angle and your racket head being very high up, I'd recommend taking the racket back and having it be a lot further down, and even having your right wrist bend a little bit with ulnar deviation so that the racket head is a bit more neutral. And this seems to help with the consistency on the backhand for 2 main reasons. The first one is that it eliminates an extra step. The extra step being going from here to down here. If you look at Rafael Nadal, he starts down here and then just gets under the ball even more, compared to Djokovic, who takes his back pretty high. So it basically simplifies the backhand and takes away a step, therefore making it a lot easier to get the timing right, therefore eliminating mistakes. And the second part of why I believe this works is because when you straighten out your wrist a little bit and your racket becomes more horizontal, there's more racket head space to hit the ball, versus if you keep your head of your racket really vertical, this is more narrow than this is long. So it kind of makes sense. There's more area for you to hit the ball. And tip number 2 is again something Rafael Nadal does that when I implemented it helped me out tremendously. And it's to think about on your take back, keeping your strings facing down slightly. So instead of on your take back, having your strings facing the side fence, think about having your strings turned down slightly. And if you look at Djokovic, he actually does this technique as well during his take back. And as an added bonus tip to improve your consistency even more by improving your timing so you can hit those backhands nice and deep and stay in control of the point, I'd recommend getting your racket back just a little earlier than you normally would. If you look at Rafael Nadal, and actually if you look at the Williams sisters as well, they do this quite a bit. The Williams sisters really exaggerate this. They get their racket back super early and then go to the ball. But everything we've been talking about today is going to help your timing and therefore help you be more consistent. I really hope these tips help your backhand out. Please try them out next time you're on the court and let me know in the comments down below which ones you tried out and which ones you feel like worked for you and which ones maybe didn't, and if you have any other suggestions.